Hi, this is Raj from MR Sportscars. In this video I've got an absolutely stunning Porsche 911 997 Generation 2 3.6 Carrera Coupe. It finished in the absolutely glorious special order colour ruby red metallic, which if you're a long-term Porsche fan you'll recognise as being very similar to a 993 colour from the 90s called Arena Red Metallic. Such a similar colour. I haven't had the two next to each other, but this is exactly how I see Arena Red. This may have a little bit more gold metallic in it from looking at it with the sun filtering through here. Absolutely stunning metallic colour. I don't know why it was a special order colour. It should have been on the normal palette because it really does suit the 997 Gen 2 shape. This is an October 2009 car. These cars were made from sort of end of 2008 to 2012, and they feature the direct fuel injection engine, so they don't suffer any of the issues of earlier 997 Gen 1 cars, so 2008 or older, which is bore scoring, IMS bearing failures or RMS oil seal leaks. These cars have none of those issues because that was all engineered out. So these are the safe ones to buy. As I said, this is a Carrera, so it's a 3.6 flat 6, has 340 horsepower, and it has the ability to accelerate to 60 in around 4.8 seconds. I mean, just look at it. So this is one I've actually sold before. Bought it back off the owner because he had it for a couple of years, exactly 2 years, and he decided that he wasn't using it enough, so he wanted to pass it on to a new owner, a new custodian, to enjoy. He's had it garaged the whole time, and as you can see, the paintwork is absolutely in stunning condition. Yeah, I just love looking at this car. Now, last time I had this, I had these are also factory special X code wheels. They're called the Carrera Sport wheels, and they are finished in diamond cut edge with agate grey interiors. This is something I did at the last time I had it. All four were refurbished like this, and they still look absolutely stunning because they haven't been curbed, they haven't suffered any corrosion. The 3.6 Carreras come with the sort of satin black brake calipers, and that's what you see there. They still have the Porsche logo on them. Discs and pads are all good all round. Tyres are all good all round. They are matching Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which is the preferred tyre for many people in the Porsche world now. I think most people prefer how these handle both in the wet and in the dry, and also for their longevity as well. They don't seem to suffer the cracking around the edges like some of the other brands do, more so than these. But yeah, discs and pads are all good. Tyres are all good all round. No issues with any of those. Those tyres were fitted in February 2021. I guess it would have been about 4,000 or 5,000 miles ago now, but still lots of life left in them. Lots of tread in those. I'll show you the backs as well. They're evenly wearing as well. This car's had a few wheel alignments. Now, it has a full Porsche and Porsche Specialist service history, and unusually, as well as the original stamped service book, it has every single service invoice from new, which is getting rarer because a lot of cars seem to lose their paperwork. Well, not lose, the paperwork is destroyed by dealers who believe that the GDPR rules state that they can't pass on paperwork from previous owners. What they can actually do is cut out the little square which shows their address details, but nevertheless a lot of these cars are losing their paperwork when they're being sold through dealers, particularly Porsche main dealers. They just give you the stamped service book. This car's got every invoice, which makes it very collectible, very rare, just for that one fact. Now, it's got a few X codes, one being those lovely wheels, which I think in this colour now, I'm so glad I did this, because from standard it would have come with a light silver, the curved spokes and a diamond cut edge, and I think accentuating that diamond cut edge and making the wheels a bit darker has really helped the styling of them, especially in contrast to that lovely ruby red metallic paintwork, which, as I said, is a factory special order colour. The other X codes on this car are the embossed headrests, so it's got the lovely Porsche crests on them, the red seat belts. There is one other. Oh, I know what it is. It is the tailpipes. So the tailpipes from the factory were spec'd as the sports tailpipes, so they have stainless steel chrome. The whole exhaust system is stainless steel, but they're stainless steel chromed with a ridged edge on the insides of them. Carreras typically have the oval, the standard exhaust system has oval tailpipes, so just 2 tailpipes. This has the quad X code factory sports tailpipes, so a really nice option to have from the factory. Now, going on the inside, you will have hopefully spotted something else that makes this car very rare and special, which is a 6-speed manual gearbox. Now again, I think about 90% of these cars were spec'd with the PDK because it is such a phenomenal box. However, for those of you that want to use this just at the weekends or just on a special occasion, the 6-speed manual seems to be the preferred choice of most people in that bucket who want to use this car as a special car to get away from their automatic everyday car. So this has got that 6-speed manual, which everyone seems to want who wants to collect these cars. Very unusual for us to even stock manuals, to be honest, because as I said, about 90% of these cars, all great with the PDK box, and they do drive phenomenally with the PDK box, but there's some extra level of connection that you can't just replace with an automatic box. No matter how good it is, you're still going to lose some of the interaction that you get with a manual gearbox with a clutch, manual operate clutch. Yes, it's not as efficient as a PDK box, 7-speed semi-automatic direct dual clutch system, but that is something magical about that, and actually more in keeping with the rest of this car in terms of it looking a bit like a 993 Arena Red 911. This sort of ruby red metallic with the Carrera body, nice simple styling, not overly styled in terms of having the aero kit or anything like that, or even the lower suspension. This is kind of what a 993 looks like from the factory. Extended black leather, black Alcantara roof lining, no sunroof there. There was an option for sunroof, this car doesn't have it, but obviously has the full climate control air conditioning system. It has the red LED tail lights. You could tell it's a Gen 2 because Gen 1s have a squared off edge there, different shape bumper to suit those different tail lights, which aren't LED on the Gen 1s. Gen 2s also have these curved front lights in the bumper, and they also have a LED strip daylight running light, bi-xenon headlights as well. Absolutely great condition. I'm going to start it up now because I just love how this car sounds. So it's covered just 49,014 miles. We're just about to have this car serviced. It's due a minor service. The last one we did with Porsche Care was a major service, and it had a lot of work in terms of also doing the spark plugs, brake fluid, air filter, drive belt as well. This time it's just due the oil service and brake fluid change, and then it'll be good for another 2 years. It sounds absolutely glorious. Hopefully you can hear that in the camera. Now, other options on the inside, cruise control. It has the round sport steering wheel, so the round center sport steering wheel. As I said, the gearbox is the 6-speed manual made by Aisin, A-I-S-I-N. Sport Chrono Package Plus, I've stopped it on 993. You don't have to have it on 993, but that's what I've done. And as you can see, let me just look when the service is due. It's due in 112 days, 15,400 miles, but we're having that done, so it will then say it will be due in 20,000 miles or 730 days. Yeah, that makes sense. It's got the full sat nav system. It's also got Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth phone connectivity. So I've paired my phone to that. So every time you get in with Bluetooth on, once it's paired, it will automatically connect to your phone. It's got the CD DVD player as well, and it has the, as I said, the aircon system, which is climate control. So you can just change the temperature, and it will vary the speed, and it will change where it is, or you can override it to what you want it to do. But in auto it will try and do it intelligently, and it does a great job at that. Because it's got Sport Chrono Package Plus with that dashboard mounted stopwatch, it has the Sport button, which also makes the throttle more sensitive in this manual gearbox car. It has the universal audio interface. You can connect wired connections of your favorite MP3 player or audio device, or alternatively there is a Bluetooth adapter you can get now on Amazon for about £35, which allows you to do Bluetooth audio streaming through those connections there. Again, you just get in, it will automatically pair. You just press play on your phone to whatever you listen to on Spotify. Even if you've got Waze running with a dashboard mounted vent phone holder, it will play the audio through the system, so you don't need to do any modification of the car at all. There is also modification for the PCM now, so you can get full CarPlay. It adds another motherboard into the actual unit, and a professional installer will install that, and then you've got full CarPlay just like any other modern car. So really nice way to keep the standard look that these cars have, but have all the modern tech if you are using this more than a fun weekend toy where you're just listening to that glorious engine. Sports embossed headrests look great as well. Obviously the red seat belts, leather's in great condition as well. I'll just show you in the back again. Yeah, really nice condition here. This car doesn't have Bose, so it has the stepped. There would normally be a subwoofer there if it has Bose. This car's got these 9-speaker sound package plus, which is 235 watts from memory. I'll show you well, let me do the rear spoiler. So there is a automatic rear spoiler which comes up at speed. There is the glorious 3.6 litre Flat-6 direct fuel injection engine ticking away there. And we're actually doing that service slightly early, but it's best to hand over a car with a full 2 years, I think, of no major bills other than MOTs. So there's the front boot, all in great condition. It's had a recent battery, actually in April, so last month. The owner that I sold it to, who I've just bought it back from, had a new battery put in. A lovely X-side one. It's actually a higher spec than the cars would have had from new, so this car should have absolutely no problem starting or keeping its charge. It's got all of its original tools in there. So the Porsche tyre compressor, which powers off the 12-volt system in the car, locking wheel bolt for the wheels, towing eye, and a set of tools with a reversible screwdriver, spanner and a headlight adjustment tool, tyre gel there, and also the warning triangle. If you do break down and you need to put a triangle out, then there's an extra little cubby there. In the Gen 1 cars, this area was actually used for the disc sat-nav system and also multi-changer if you optioned it, but in this car it was made redundant because all of that stuff was built into the PCM system. So if you spec'd it as this one had with sat-nav, then it is a hard drive system and it's got UK and Europe maps. Just love this car. This car sold within, I think within the day, the last time I had it. So very popular car because it's such an unusual colour. Ruby red metallic, you don't see it very often at all. And I think a lot of people like it because of that link and familiarity with the 993 colour arena red. I think the wheels really helped it as well. That was my choice, but I think most people seem to like it. It's got the original certificate of authenticity, so one of the previous owners ordered this, so it has the full sort of confirmed spec. We also do a full diagnostics on these cars, so let me just skip to that one page. Yeah, here we go. So we've done a full over rev check. It hasn't got anything above a range 2, which is absolutely brilliant because 3, 4, 5, well 4, 5 and 6 are the ones to be concerned about because they're way above the rev limit. And with a manual box, you can actually misshift. You could go from 5th to 2nd by mistake and over rev the car. This car's only been at or just around the red line. 6 seconds and 0.08 seconds. Last time at 43,000 miles, so that's 6,000 miles ago. The engine hours also corroborate the mileage, so this car hasn't been clocked. And also the PWIS system confirms that the car electronically is the right ID. It has all the right colours, the VIN, engine number, all of that stuff is confirmed as being correct. There's the full option list, so ruby red metallic, extended black leather, those 4X codes there, sport chrono, electric comfort seats, so they're two-way and they're height adjustable as well with this handle here. It's got traction control. It hasn't got the rear wiper, which some purists like not having, because it just keeps the look of the car just uninterrupted with any fussiness. 6-speed manual gearbox, sound package plus, climate control system, sport chrono, PCM, telephone module, extended navigation. It's got the vehicle tracker as well. It's got 2 tracker fobs. It's also got it's got 2 original Porsche keys, the full leather wallet, the original stamped service book with the original factory sticker in the front. It's even got the owners' names of the previous owners in this car, I think, as well, from memory. And all the other manuals, so driver's manual, PCM manual, tracker manual, are all there as well. So this car has got everything that came with it from new. And as I said, invoices as well. So really nice, lovely car. It's a huge number of invoices for this car, which is great. All of the ones from new. There's the wheel refurbs. That's what we did, alloy wheels and powder coating. And then there is the last invoice for the service. As I said, we're going to do another one, so it was due July 2023. We're going to do it in May 2023. Major service: oil and filter, air filters, spark plugs, drive belt. They cleaned the throttle body, they replaced the pollen filter, they did all the exhaust gaskets and bolts, nuts and bolts, and brake fluid change, and the ACE system service. I'll just show you the condensers because they look all fine in there. They look absolutely great, and the car has kept its AC for the last 2 years, so there's no leaks or any issues at all. I'll just do one more walk around of the car with it running on this beautiful sunny day at the premises. I mean, it's just such a fabulous looking colour. The styling of this car, I think, makes it really stand out. It just really looks really striking. Instantly recognisable as a 911 and very classically styled. Well, hopefully you agree with me, that is a beautiful car. And if you are interested in becoming the new custodian, the new owner of this car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you for watching.